What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel, and this is probably the happiest I've ever been on Supercoach. I reckon I have had a very decent week so far, and I know probably a lot of people are going to be having a good round, but last second captain on Zach Merritt. Holy you fucking god! I love that guy so much. What an animal! Like, seriously, what a dead set animal. He's gone 163. I'm going to talk about my team before we get into the games, and then I'll talk about the games as well. So I just can't believe how lucky I've been today. Like, it seems like everything has gone right. So obviously Gordon and Zeeble weren't amazing, but still respectable scores, and then everyone else has just gone off their nut besides Stewart, I guess. Sheasel 112, Laird. I brought in Laird like 145. What a trade in. I really had a good feeling about him. I just think he's been a bit unlucky with some injury niggles, and then also having that game where he was sick in round one, I think, and a couple of tags too. And I just thought, nah, he's not getting tagged this week. I reckon he's due for some big games, and 145 could not have asked for more. English 118, Bont 112, so I didn't get the good VC score that I was hoping for. But yeah, Zach Merritt, you are a goat. Tom Stewart 91, Dunkley gone 153, huge game from Dunks. Neil 129, thank God he's starting to play well. Ashcroft 125, I'm so glad I held him. Holy. He's not leaving the team this week either. I know he plays better at the Gabba, but I don't care. Humphreys turned up again. Anyone didn't get him is probably fucked, because his cash gen is just going to be so insane now. I'm so glad I got that 50-50 right, him over Sharp, because that was a serious call. I was tossing and turning with that one all the way to the end, and I really did know like that was going to be a big 50-50 to get right, and thank God I was on the right side of it. Sharp got subbed out. It was pretty unfortunate, so if you brought Sharp in, I thought you're a bit stiff, because I think he wasn't actually playing that bad, if I'm being honest. He wasn't the best player on the ground, but he definitely wasn't the worst, so for him to be subbed, it's just really unlucky. Hopefully he's okay for job security-wise, but yeah, really unlucky. For anyone that didn't get Humphrey, it's really stiff. There's no way we could have predicted he'd go 100 again. And then Zach Merritt, 163, just everywhere. The dude was everywhere. He's not a kid. Just an absolute monster game. I can't believe how lucky I got with that captaincy. And then Taranto 119, really solid game from him. Radaglia 75 on the bench. All right, let's get into the games. So we'll go from the start. So North Sydney was a bit of an interesting game. So Gordon copped an early tag. It was a bit annoying, like, because a lot of people VC'd him, and I went a little bit cold feet with Gordon's VC, and I was like, sometimes when it seems too good to be true, it is, and I just sort of had the feeling with this one. I didn't know what his CBAs would look like with Mills out. I don't know if that would affect his scoring, whether more would be bad for his scoring or more would be good for his scoring. I wasn't really sure, and I was like, I'm not going to risk it. But yeah, Bailey Scott, fucking hell, he went 130. He tagged Errol Goulden, and I think they let it go in the second half, but or the last quarter or something, and Gordon got off, did pretty well in the end. And he went at 58%, which is rare for him. That really stopped him from having a massive score, but to have 24 touches in a 96 Supercoach and a goal in a game where he gets tagged, I think this kid's a jet. Like, seriously, just absolute monster. Simpkin played well. Sheasel, really good. Started forward, but was playing more midfield, kind of playing the Sam Walsh role, which I actually really like. Obviously this game was insane with the whole interchange bullshit. That was like ridiculous. I couldn't believe that. But yeah, I guess shit happens. Just happens at the worst time. Zeeble 88, so he was on track for a big score and faded late, so a bit annoying, but still not going to be ungrateful today. Aaron Hall, I'm not sure how many kick-ins he had, but he did take a few. So obviously going to hurt Zeeble a little bit, and it seems like it hurt Sheasel, but Sheasel played really well today, 2 goals. Probably won't kick 2 every week, but, you know, still a really good score. And then Blake Drury, well, he's as dead as a rookie could be, I think. I don't even know if he'll break even. Yeah, what was his break even, actually? And let's have a look. Big Bad Blake. His break even was -10, so yeah, he broke even, but not by much. Yeah, that's pretty much it from that game. Any other relevance? Jake Lloyd, quiet, so probably a bit of a fake primo. McAndrew was okay on debut, 20 hit-outs. Goldstein's obviously a really hard ruckman to play against, especially in your first game. So he might be a good downgrade option for Radaglia, but Radaglia just keep pumping out good scores. He's gone 75 again. It's just unfortunate he's not on my field, but he's probably going to get to 400k. Sorry, wrong game. Anyone else from this game? Warner had a really good game, so I know some people did jump on him. Really good pick. I wasn't hot on him at all, but guess he went huge. And Luke Parker's another one that a couple of people jumped on. But yeah, I'm not going near either of those two guys. They did play North, even though North put up a good fight. And yeah, that's pretty much it for that game. Let's talk about the Bulldogs Adelaide. So this is the game I watched a bit more than the North one. So Laird, unbelievable score. 10 tackles, 34 touches, 5 marks, and just a beast game, really. Typical Laird game, if I'm being honest. Dawson was okay, a little bit quiet, so he'll come down nicely. Hoping to pick him up for like 600k. I still really want him. He's an absolute jet of a player, and I hate watching him, not having him. So yeah, Dawson will be coming to my side as soon as possible. That's pretty much it for Adelaide, I think. Nothing. Michelini 45, so he probably has to go if you have him. Bulldogs, McRae, unreal game from him. Looks so good. Just can't believe he's being wasted on the forward line, but he actually looked like a really good forward today. 145. Caleb Daniel 144. A bit more mid-time. Looked pretty good. The Bulldogs just had a field day, really. Like, Lib has gone 126 again. He has to come into consideration because he's just pumping out big scores every week, and he's getting really disrespected. No one's really talking about him, but I think if he didn't have that last bye, everyone would be jumping on him. But because of that, sort of an easy sign just to not get him. And then Bont 112, so looked a bit sore all game. I think he got a knock semi-early and just never really recovered fully. Yeah, it was just a bit slow, I think, today, but all good. That's pretty much it for them doggies. We'll get into the Freo Geelong game, which I didn't watch all of. I watched a little bit of it. This is a boring game, I reckon. So Sarong, he looks like the real deal. I think I want to get him in as soon as possible. Problem is, he's going to be over 600k. I don't think he's going to drop anytime soon. So, yeah, Brayshaw's another one that looked really good. I think he... these guys are just reaping the rewards of Darcy's hit-out dominance. He's had 43 hit-outs to Segler's 21. When you get first hands on it like that, it's very hard not to have, a shit ton of clearances and just disposals because they're just getting first use. Every single clearance just about. And Darcy's leading the hit-outs to advantage in the whole league. So, yeah, I think grabbing a Sarong... I don't know about Brayshaw yet. I still wouldn't fully trust him, but Sarong's the one that I think just looks too good to pass up on. And I think he's a guaranteed top 8 mid, to be honest. Darcy had a bit of a quiet game Supercoach-wise with 91. Didn't really have many disposals, but he had still 6 tackles and 43 hit-outs. Luke Ryan, a bit quieter, so he's going to drop a fair bit in price. Unlucky if anyone that got him over the last few weeks. And then 549 got subbed out. Yeah, I don't think I'll be going near 5 this year, unfortunately. Moving on to Geelong. Only real relevant one here is probably Jeremy Cameron and Tom Stewart, I think. Tanner Bruin had 93 fantasy for 50 Supercoach. My God. Oh, Sam Simpson as well. So Sam Simpson, shocking game, got subbed out. It was a drag sub. He was terrible. Thank God. I really dodged a bullet not having him on the field. I was looping him with Wilmot, and thank God I went with Wilmot. But yeah, Radigalea 75. Sorry, there's a few more relevant Geelong players. Radigalea 75 just seems to be just pumping out reasonably good scores every week. So really happy I have him. Obviously he's on the bench, so it's not great. But yeah, hopefully 400k I could cash him in. And then Tom Stewart, bit of a quiet game. Only had the 17 touches. I think he got a bit of attention, but not like a hard tag. So 91, still take it, is what it is. And getting to the last 2 games, which just completely made my night/day. Brisbane Lions, yeah, Dunkley 153, ridiculous. McCluggage went off as well. Neil went off huge. I didn't watch much of this game. I watched the other game, but just going off the scores, Wilmot 83, really good. I did notice him at half back. So I think Rich being out and Sharp going to the wing is really helping him. He can probably stay on our field for as long as he's going to play half back. Until, we can afford to cash him in. But yeah, really good score from him, 83. Ashcroft 124, probably have to keep him for at least a few more weeks. I'm only trading when he gives me 2 bad weeks in a row, I'll trade him. But until then, he just looks really good. I think he's just building into a really nice rookie season. Don't think he'll be doing this every week, but if he could just get to the 90s, average 90 for the rest of the season, I think we'll probably have to hold him for at least to the end of the buys, at least. Gold Coast, Jared Witts, 118, pretty good game from him. He had 51 hit-outs. My God. Yeah, it's an insane game. Atkins, 102, so really hurts not having him. that's one we missed, I think. But unfortunately, we can't have them all. But yeah, Atkins is really the one I think that will hurt me. Him and Butters will hurt my chances at the weekly prize this week. No doubt someone will have both of them, and probably everyone that I had. So fair play to him. Bailey Humphrey, really happy. He's gone tonned up. Like, my God, he's had, 28 touches? 26 touches, sorry. And a goal. Like, just a great game from Humphrey. I'm so happy I have him. Looks like a really good on-field option against a good opposition in Brisbane in a relatively beat-down kind of loss. Matt Real, 87. Not going to say trap, but just the ball winning. I don't know. It's just not... Yeah. Plenty of tackles, which is really good, but only going at 60%, 5 clangers, only 18 touches, most of them handballs. Like, I don't know, it doesn't look great. And then Noah Anderson, 73. Fuck, maybe it was a trap. Yeah, it's a bit stiff for anyone that brought him in as well. So surprising, considering I don't think he got any attention. Hopefully it was just a bad game. I think he'll be okay, but maybe not the player we thought he was going to be. And then finally, the Richmond game. So Taranto, really good performance. 118, super happy with him. Everyone's pretty much got him though, so it doesn't really matter. Dusty had another great game. Popped up, kicked some big goals at big moments of the game. 95 Supercoach. Would I pick him? Probably not. But he does look a lot fitter than he has in the last couple of years. Shai Bolton probably won't do that again. Anyone else really relevant? Not really. Jack Revolt scored 4 Supercoach in 88% game time. Oh my God. 7 clangers. Holy shit. He scored 4 Supercoach. Wow. Prestia was fucking nowhere to be seen as well. Merritt, already spoken about him. What's this sign, man? Honey, is it? Is that what it is? I don't know. Yeah, just a freaking animal. Dead set. Like, my God. So happy I have him. That's what happens, Brad Scott, when you play him in the midfield. Dipshit. Ridley, 122. Now that everyone's gotten rid of him, he's gone 120. My God, that's got to be frustrating for Ridley owners. McGrath played well. Is anyone else really relevant from Essendon? Not really. Jake Stringer was fucking shocking. I think he was on like 20 at third quarter time. Had a relatively good last quarter, but yeah. That's pretty much it. Owen David Jr., 41. He's not going to be good enough for our teams, but I mean, he's better than Blake Drury. But yeah, the team's looking good. I mean, hopefully a big score this week and start to get a decent ranking behind us, because I think my team's actually not bad. It's just I've been a bit unlucky having to trade a few primos. By a few, I mean a lot. So I've got 7 players left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 players left, is it? Oh no, hang on. I counted Toronto. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 players left. 6 of them being primos. Obviously, Seamus Mitchell. Hope for an 80. But they're relatively low projections. I mean, Sinclair's only projected 92. Dacos 96. Sicily 90. So hopefully get a couple of bigger scores than that and maybe push 27. That would be huge to get 2,700. But oh man, if I could get 26, I'd be still really happy. So finally, a good week. I think this is the first video I've ever done on this channel where I've actually had a good week. I've always had average weeks so far this season. Sometimes a little bit above average, a lot of the time below average. But now this is looking like a fucking massive week. So fingers crossed. I don't want to jinx it, obviously. And someone like a Sicily get injured on 1 or something. That would just fucking break my heart. But yeah, it's looking good anyway. Even if I do have an injury or two, it's still going to be a relatively good score. So yeah, stoked with the week. Hope everyone else is having similar sort of week. It just seems like everything seems to be going right this week. So obviously Sam Simpson's one that'll probably get a lot of people having him on the field. If you had to field someone like a Drury, fuck, that's a big problem. I'm just thinking about next week's trades already. Fuck, what do I do? Like, everyone's done good. Like, I'm thinking, like, Rat's going to have to go down to maybe McAndrew. And then upgrade, like... I don't know. Who could I upgrade? So, Rat to McAndrew would give me, like, 220k, 230k. We'll say 240k with the remaining salary. And then... 240k. Like, there's not really anyone else I can get rid of, eh? Like, Simpson, is he going to break even? What was his break even? 240k, break even 9. So he'll be like 250k. So I could have like 490, but it's probably not really enough to get anyone good. Yeah, we'll have to wait and see. But God, the team's playing so well this week. I'm so happy. Anyway, I'm going to bed. Hope everyone else is having a good week. Let me know in the comments how you're going, and yeah, I'll see you tomorrow night. Hopefully for a good round of review.